But no, it's not the kind of communism you think.
Yeah, because the reason I mentioned it is because I'm guessing you've seen, or maybe you haven't, the news story about Jeremy Corbyn being like some like
communist spy.
Yeah, like back in the day, apparently he was like a communist and he was exchanging secret papers. It turned out that he'd given someone like a copy of the Daily Mirror or something. Like, honestly.
Really?
Yeah. It turned out he'd just given someone a newspaper, and the day that they were saying that he'd met with this spy, he was like, it was some like boring event in like Derby or something. It just makes me laugh, the thought of Jeremy Corbyn being some like wannabe communist dictator, and basically in the guy's spare time he like goes to an allotment, bikes around London, and wears sandals and eats hummus. Like, he's a vegetarian. Yeah, his hobbies are like going to his allotment or making model railways, train sets. Like,
and apparently he was a spy.
Apparently back in the day, they're trying to dig that up and say that he was a spy or something, but they've had to come out and say it was all wrong. As in, it was a lie. It was all a big lie.
I mean, at least make it believable.
Because he's always like, I think because he's tried to build bridges between places that have been historically socialist or communist.
That's true.
That means he's a communist
by default.
It's like if you like
guilty by association.
Yeah, it's like you said the thing about the death sentence in China. Just because you said something about your experience,
yes,
immediately you're pro death sentence.
Yes.
So some people.
No, you're right. You're right.
You know what I mean? Immediately,
this is how it's perceived.
Yeah, you're in a pigeonhole. But like, no, I don't think we've got anything to worry about with Jeremy Corbyn. I actually think he's a lovely man, but in his personal life, he's probably a pretty, with all due respect, unexciting kind of fellow. Most of us are, I suppose, aren't we?
Exactly.
But he's,
exactly.
He's not. He doesn't strike me as the kind of guy who's, if he gets into power, he's going to have us all wearing grey sweatshirts and, working in some sort of weird communist factories where we all make, boxes of cups for a living, and if we don't do it, we'll get sent to like a re-education camp in Scotland. That's what the Russians used to do, didn't they? Not in Scotland. No. They used to like make you do like state jobs and stuff, didn't they? Yeah. And then if you didn't, if you showed some sort of you showed disobedience, you'd be sent off to Siberia in like a camp that you probably never return from because you'd die.
Yeah.
So that's a really cheerful kind of. So they're trying to say he's like that, and I don't think he is somehow.
No, of course not.
Yeah,
of course not.
I was just interested to see.
I believe he came out on Twitter again. Here we go again with Twitter. But I believe he came out on Twitter and he apologized and he said, "Look, I made it up. Sorry,
I made it up. I'm not a communist. No. What? As in, like, it was made up.
The leader from the Conservative Party.
No, not Theresa May. It wouldn't have been Theresa May that was involved in that.
No. The rumor that was started.
Yeah.
I believe it was started by a Tory leader.
Yeah, I think it was like, but not like as in not Theresa May.
No, of course not. No.
Yeah, but
no.
I mean like another person in like a prominent figure. I can't. Yeah,
I can't remember his name.
Some guy. So we're being nice and accurate on our facts here.
Yes, but he came out on Twitter and he apologized and he told people to retweet.
Retweet my apology.
Yeah,
as you do.
But this is the thing, when it comes to these things, the damage has been done.
Yeah.
The damage has
been done. It's just,
to
me, just the thought, like, couldn't you have thought of a better story? Like, the thing that's hard for them to pin on someone like Jeremy Corbyn is he is, like I say, he's a bit of a boring guy. He is.
He's not very exciting, no.
Like, you could pin stuff on me and you. You could pin stuff on a lot of politicians.
Yeah.
But you can't pin anything on him.
I don't think
so. They're like making up some really far out thing that he was meeting with what killed it off is that they said he's meeting with a Czech, like someone from the Czech Republic who was a spy back in the day.
Really?
They've tried to say that. The Czech government came out and denied it as well. They didn't back the UK at all. They're like, no, he didn't.
Wow.
Yeah. And we don't. And they're like right wing as well. They're not even like pro kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
But they were like, no, he didn't. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. And something else about apparently when they were saying one of the meetings when it took place, they checked it up historically and it was like a Saturday afternoon.
Yeah.
Parliament was closed.
And apparently he had He had an alibi. What was it?
Yeah, he was at some like boring convention.
Or he was cycling or something.
Yeah,
It was,
to his
right?
allotment. But it would be good. You know what would be kind of good in not a good
No,
way?
man.
Yeah, it would be good, but in not a good way.
Go on.
Like, if Jeremy Corbyn got into power and everything they said about him was true, and like from like day 2 of his regime,
Yes.
he's just like he's had Westminster just like plastered up with pictures of his own face. Like he's put he's changed the Britain flag for like a flag of his face. He's like knocked down the Big Ben and just put up a Jeremy Corbyn statue. He's like, he's just become a crazy dictator. He's got rid of all the corporations like overnight. All the businesses are like swimming out of the UK, and it's just,
And he's made it followed upon everyone to be a vegan.
yeah, he's made it obligatory for everyone to be like a vegetarian minimum. Like,
Minimum.
That's like minimum requirement for the regime. Like you got a quota of dairy that you can eat for the month.
That would be something.